What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have part 5 for the wide body install on my Audi S5 behind me. Car is turning out absolutely amazing. If you guys didn't see in my last video, we actually got the rear quarter panels fully molded to the car, so big progress there. In today's video, we have a wide variety of things that we're going to be doing with the car. For starters, I want to go ahead and get the front bumper completely tucked in. It's kind of poking out on the one side, so that shouldn't take very long. And then after that, I want to start fitting this rear diffuser, which appears to be kind of off right now. I know I'm going to have to cut some of it, so that'll be a big project. Then hopefully we'll get the front lip fitted, and maybe we'll start painting the rear diffuser and the front lip, because those I'm going to paint gloss black. Don't know just how far I'm going to get in this video, but that is the sequence of events we have going forward. I've been itching to wrap some parts of the car, so honestly I might do a little wrapping in this video. Not sure yet. By the end of today's video, the car will be looking even better. So here's what I mean with this front bumper. Just need to get this to pull in and hold. So basically I'm just going to put a screw inside here to hold that together, because it doesn't really clip into the stock situation. I don't know, hard to explain. Then I'm going to go ahead and put in my covers for these little headlight sprayers, and then look at this big front lip, guys. This is just going to make this front end look so ridiculous. Right now it looks wide, but it looks kind of squished. So once we get that on there, it'll be so sick. Coming around to the back end, the back bumper fits great right now. Don't have to really pull anything in. Rear diffuser, this is how we're looking right now. I'm actually happy we got these tabs on here. I don't know if they're cut into the bumper yet. We might have to cut those. Make some other modifications, because as of right now, my exhaust tips are too big for that hole, and yeah, we got some work to do with that. This side of the car looking absolutely crispy. Back bumper again over here, decent. A little bit more of a situation here. I'm gonna have to try to get this to pull in a little bit more, but other than that, pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna start working on just pulling everything in, and then once we get our fitment on point, we'll start throwing on the rear diffuser and the front lip. I also quickly, I think I might do this first, I have some wheel spacers for our wheel fitment, because as you guys can see, we're just off just a tad bit. I really want that to be flush with the fender, same on the back. So got some 15mm spacers here. This kit calls for 15mm spacers all around with these wheel specs, so I'm gonna throw them on. I only bought 2 because the back appears that they might need like a 20. Not positive, but I bought 2 for now just so we can check our fitment. So we'll throw 2 on that side and we'll see how the fitment looks. Alright guys, we got our spacers fitted and we got the car back outside, and oh my goodness, I think 15s all around is the way to go. So this front fitment is absolutely perfect. That's just exactly where I want it to be, just barely poking, not really even at all. And then our back fitment is tucked almost just a little bit, but looking at it, that lip is almost just flush with this back fender, so that's pretty perfect for me. I could come out just slightly more, like a 17. I think a 20 would honestly be too much. I think it would come out way past the fender. But I think I'm gonna stick with 15s all around for now. Keep it easy and simple, and honestly, it looks great. Just imagine when these wheels are all cleaned up, this is all yellow, and we lower the car just a smidge. This is gonna be the most incredible fitment ever. All right, we got the car back in here, got her jacked up, wheel off. And now I'm going to try to tuck this corner of the fender. So basically, I'm just going to push it in like so. And then on the inside here, I'm basically just going to put a screw through both pieces, so it'll go through the fender and through the bumper. And hopefully that should hold it in place nicely. So it's actually been about a week since I picked up the camera. I just got back from vacation yesterday and haven't been able to film anything, obviously. But last you guys saw, we were buttoning up this side of the front bumper. Finished that up, came out incredible, and I actually did a couple more things off camera yesterday just to kind of get things moving here. What I did was I actually went ahead and wrapped this side, this fender on this side, and oh my god guys, look at how ridiculous that looks. It's been driving me crazy looking at the car with all the different colors and whatnot, so I really wanted to take a break from all like the kind of body and gap work and stuff and just sit back and wrap something. So super happy with the way this turned out. With that being said, I think what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to try to tackle wrapping the front bumper and this other front quarter panel, because now my goal for this video is going to be to kind of wrap up the whole front end here, literally I guess, but I want to get the front end pretty much finished up and then I can only focus on the back. So we're gonna wrap these two pieces and then I'm gonna try to get that front lip on there. I know I keep changing my approach with what I'm actually gonna do in this video, and I do apologize for that, but sometimes my head is kind of all over the place in terms of what I want to work on with the car. Sometimes I'm really not feeling a certain section. Sometimes things kind of drive me crazy and I need to do something different. So that's why I kind of started wrapping here. Just want to say one more quick thing before I stop blabbing is I'm still in college. So I go off to school here in about a week. By the time this video comes out, I'll already be way back in school. But basically, I'm going to try my best to get this car drivable in a sense. I'm not going to spend every second worrying about the fitment issues. I'm really just going to try to get it as close to finished up as possible, and then later on when I have more time, you know, go back and adjust all the bumpers and fenders and make sure everything's perfect. But as of right now, I would like the car to be mostly drivable by the time I go back to school. Our goal now is to get the car as drivable as possible in the next week. Now let's go ahead and start prepping this front bumper to be wrapped. I think I'm going to start with this and then do the other fender. This is going to be quite a pain in the butt because if you look at this, guys, this is a very intricate bumper, and especially deep inside that little vent there, that's just going to be a serious pain in the butt. So going to be quite interesting, but I'm ready to sit back and be patient and deal with this. That being said, let's start wrapping this. I'm not going to be super detailed because I've already posted a few videos on how to actually vinyl wrap, so it'll just be like a time lapse, and I am so excited to see what this thing looks like when that front bumper is done. Let's get it. So yes, I actually did just sand the entire bumper before I wrap it, because although this kit is primed, there's a lot of spots where it's very kind of gritty and it would show through on the wrap. So this is what I did before I wrapped this side, and it turned out beautifully. There's no bumps or anything in it. If you have one of these kits, I suggest you sand it just a little bit. I used like this half worn out 220 cube and it works perfect. You don't really have to go over it too hard. Just make sure you get every single spot. So let's clean her up and then we'll start wrapping. Alright everybody, went ahead and did that last bottom piece off camera. It looks so ridiculous now that the front end is basically done. So like I said, we have this side and now we're going to move on to this side, but I just wanted to take a second to appreciate how gorgeous this looks. I absolutely love this yellow and I think it really does the car justice. I am going to be painting those little fog light areas gloss black so it matches the grille, in addition to the big giant splitter that's also going to be gloss black, so the contrast will be super cool. But what a pain in the butt it was to wrap this bumper. I think I did total 7 different inlays just because the depth of these little vents here is just pretty ridiculous. But all in all, did a pretty good job. Not perfect, but it does the job and it looks good. So I'm gonna wrap this one super quick. Don't need to do any time lapse. We can just use a little magic here and go Whoop-bam. Look at this thing, guys. I have the front lip like propped up right now on some jack stands just to hold it in place, but oh my goodness. I am just absolutely blown away right now with how this looked. And honestly, I never expected to see the front end on this car pretty much done, quote unquote done, this soon. And I'm so excited about it. And honestly, I'm so beyond happy with how the way the yellow looks. I really love it, and I really think it looks so awesome. But let's go ahead and get this lip fully mounted up. Well, first we'll just pin it up just to hold it in place, and then we will take it off, paint it, and then we will fully mount it back onto the car, which essentially going to complete the front end, and it's going to look so ridiculous, guys. Man, I am just so excited. Oh my god, everybody. This is just such a surreal feeling right now. As you guys can see, I did just tack the lip up. It's not quite perfectly centered, but it's on there. When you start a process like this, there's so many points where you really feel like you're never gonna get to this point. I'm not quite done yet, but I'm at a big milestone for me. The kit from the front of the car looks complete, which is just so nuts to even think about. So I'm so excited about that. We'll get this lip painted up, and I think I'm gonna end the video off right there. Definitely made huge progress in this video, like we have in all of our videos, so very happy about that. Next video, I will probably mount up that rear diffuser that I talked about in the beginning. But yeah, super excited with how the car looks right now. Alright guys, we got our front lip painted, let her dry overnight, and it came out absolutely phenomenal. Not perfect, but pretty decent for someone who doesn't really know how to paint. Camera won't really pick up any like the little blemishes that I can see, which is a good thing. You guys don't need to see my mess ups, but it all in all looks pretty good. So the paint I used is like an acrylic enamel paint. I'll have a link down below. Really good stuff. It's fairly easy to use if you don't really have any experience painting, and sometimes it is better than spray paint, other times it's kind of harder to dial in. So this time came out decent, so pretty fortunate for that. Now let's get the lip on the car and see how it looks. Just wow, guys, this looks absolutely insane. So this officially pretty much ties up the front end. As you guys can see, we're still missing these two little covers here. I did put this one in. So basically all I did was I wrapped it, and then I threw some double-sided tape around the back of it and just kind of stuck it on because they don't clip in. But yeah, I'm gonna do the same with the other two, but I'll do that off camera. Kind of boring stuff, but all in all, this front end looks absolutely insane, guys. And the fitment on this splitter is insane. So this is this side, perfectly flush with the bumper. Coming around to the other side, it's the same exact thing. Perfectly flush with the bumper. I mean, just flawless fitment. And even like the little ridge that's in here lines up absolutely perfect with the bumper. All in all, great job by SR66 with that look. That is gonna officially end off today's video. Super awesome video. Made a lot of progress, and it's so insane to see the front end like basically done like this. Every time I look at the car, it just blows my mind how insane it came out, and we're almost there. We're almost finished. So next video, we are gonna tackle the back portion of the car. So we'll get that rear diffuser fitted, and we might even wrap the rear bumper. Not totally sure, but the car is looking phenomenal, and we are so close to the finish line here, guys. If you guys did enjoy the video, please be sure to smash that like button. Have any questions or comments, let me know down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It means the world to me, guys. Thank you so much. Peace out.